Hi, everyone, and welcome to Press X for News with Jenny and Mike, the podcast where we dive deep into the latest gaming news and rumors.
All right, so let's dive right in, huh? Nintendo, right? Always keeping us on our toes.
Yeah, remember all those Switch 2 rumors going around? Everyone and their grandma waiting with bated breath?
And what did they drop on us? Not a new console, but a super hush-hush playtest. A real head-scratcher.
A classic Nintendo curveball.
But that's why we're here, right? To unpack this whole playtest program mystery.
Exactly. We're going full detective mode today, folks. Our magnifying glasses, articles, data mined info, the works. We're determined to crack the code on this secret new Switch Online feature.
And there's a lot to unpack. Just the level of secrecy alone is intriguing, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. I mean, signups for this thing vanished faster than a limited edition amiibo at a Comic-Con.
No kidding. It's clear they're testing something big here, and they're being very, very cautious about it.
Which honestly just makes it all the more exciting, right?
Oh yeah, the speculation is running wild. But before we get into all that, let's lay down the hard facts. What we know for sure, right? Right. So fact number 1. This playtest is specifically for a new feature related to Nintendo Switch Online. Not just any membership, though.
Right. It requires the expansion pack, the $50 a year one.
That's the one with the N64 and Genesis games, right? And like the DLC for Splatoon and Animal Crossing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So whatever this new feature is, they're positioning it as a premium offering, part of the higher tier.
Makes sense. Okay, fact number 2. Testing is scheduled to start the week of October 21st. And they're asking participants to clear out some space.
2.2 gigabit to be exact.
All right, not too bad, all things considered. But then things get interesting, when you say.
Oh, absolutely. The technical recommendations they've put out are raising some eyebrows for sure.
They're straight up recommending, not just suggesting, a wired internet connection and playing in TV mode.
Which is unusual. Why it's so specific, right? Unless this new feature is something that demands a really stable, high bandwidth connection.
And that has led to, well, a lot of speculation about cloud gaming.
Yeah, it's the theory on everyone's lips right now. And it's not hard to see why.
Not at all. For our listeners who might not be familiar, cloud gaming is kind of like, imagine Netflix, but for video games.
Perfect analogy. Instead of downloading and running a game directly on your Switch.
It's actually running on a powerful server somewhere else. A data center, maybe. And you're basically just streaming it.
Exactly, like streaming a movie. And just like with streaming movies, you need a good internet connection. The better your connection,
the smoother the experience. Lag in a movie is annoying, but lag in a game.
Game over, man. Game over. Hence the emphasis on a wired connection. It's all about minimizing latency for a smooth gameplay experience.
Right, which is especially important for those fast-paced action games or anything competitive online.
And that's why the expansion pack requirement is so intriguing. It could mean they're finally taking cloud gaming seriously.
Serious enough to bundle it with their premium online service, which would be a big deal for the Switch, don't you think?
Massive. Imagine you could potentially play games that the Switch could normally never run on its own hardware.
Games designed for those powerhouse consoles. On a Switch.
Precisely. The possibilities are kind of mind-blowing, especially if this test goes well and they decide to really invest in this technology.
It would be a total game changer, for sure. And it wouldn't be the first time Nintendo has flirted with the idea of cloud gaming, either.
Right. We've seen it before with a handful of titles, like some of the Kingdom Hearts games, right?
Right. A few other examples, too. Resident Evil 7, I think, and Hitman 3. But they were kind of limited releases, weren't they?
Yeah, and the performance wasn't always stellar. Depended on your internet connection, obviously. But still, it felt more like a proof of concept than a full-fledged commitment.
A toe in the water, rather than a full-on cannonball into the pool. But maybe, just maybe, this playtest is that cannonball. A sign they're ready to go all in on cloud gaming.
It's certainly possible. And then there's that deal they struck with Ubisoft a while back.
Right, the one to stream Activision Blizzard games.
That's the one. Now, those are titles that could really benefit from cloud gaming.
Imagine playing Diablo 4, or the latest Call of Duty, on your Switch. It'd be huge for Nintendo.
No doubt about it. It could potentially open up a whole new world of gaming experiences for Switch owners.
Okay, but let's play devil's advocate for a moment, shall we? This is Nintendo we're talking about.
Unpredictable Nintendo.
The same company that surprised everyone with a $100 Game & Watch themed alarm clock instead of a new console.
Ah, you're right. We can't forget about Nintendo's penchant for the unexpected.
Exactly. I mean, remember that patent that surfaced a while back? The one for a virtual museum tour?
Oh, yeah, that was a wild one. VR museum tours instead of, a new Metroid Prime announcement. Classic Nintendo.
So what I'm saying is maybe, just maybe, this playtest isn't for cloud gaming at all.
Maybe it's for something even we haven't considered.
Yeah.
Something completely out of left field. Who knows?
It's Nintendo.
Yeah.
Anything is possible, right? But even if it's not cloud gaming, it does tell us something important, don't you think?
Absolutely. It tells us that Nintendo's thinking very seriously about the future of Switch Online. They're looking for ways to evolve it, to make it even more enticing.
To give people a reason to subscribe and to keep those subscriptions going, yeah. Makes you wonder what other tricks they have up their sleeves, right?
No doubt. And that's what makes this whole thing so exciting, isn't it? This playtest is like a breadcrumb trail.
Leading us towards, who knows, a treasure trove of new features and possibilities for the Switch.
Or maybe even a glimpse into the future of Nintendo consoles in general.
Exactly. If they're willing to shake things up this much with Switch Online now.
What does that mean for their next console? Will it be even more integrated with their online services? Will we see even more ambitious features?
These are the questions, my friends, that will keep us up at night. And hey, isn't that the beauty of it all?
The speculation, the anticipation, the endless possibilities. Leave our listeners with something to chew on.
We've laid out the facts, dissected the rumors, and now it's up to you to decide. What do you think this mysterious playtest is all about? Share your theories, your wildest dreams, because with Nintendo, you never truly know.
The only thing we know for sure is it's going to be interesting.
Oh, you better believe it.
That's all the time we have for today, folks. Thanks for tuning in to Press X for news. Don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review on your favorite podcast platform. And as always, happy gaming.